on, you know what I mean? You know what? I forgot to get. I got some down in the shed, some damn hair shampoo.
I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work, and left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. That's my decision.
Yeah, we're gonna have a banger today. Y'all hold on, man. I gotta fix this.
Melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We gotta protect plus homeschool. Our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no pops. These Mola worshiping pedophiles wanna feed our children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon-based to silicone-based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Water system, irrigation, and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher. No, am I some pastor or preacher? Was released from prison with this passion to speak up. After doing 25 years in the beast cuffs. Realize they tried to
beast cuffs. I like that.
Physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is a war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
We're really approaching
almost. Oh yeah, look at that, bro. Like brand new car. I couldn't find them other ones. I got like, I don't know. I got like 4 or 5, man.
So excited that this is happening. And
what I was thinking,
I equate it to
I'm not digging
like
through
a
them totes,
golem
man.
bringing in like these
enough crap
robots.
up
They
in
would
here.
like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
I'm gonna take some of that damn oregano oil tonight.
Nah, bro. Come on. You almost there, bro. Almost there. Sit down.
Chi-town, who am I but Chi-town? You young fool, I'm too fly to just light out. Blue sky, but high ground. A crown slash helmet. So my aircraft still fit. Cabby tied down and even sheet belted. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverized.
Yo, crack your window, cuz. I feel like heat, man. And that it's the humidity, actually. It's not really the heat. So it's kind of cool out. Yeah, what?
Cause you little goofies are well quick.
But we got the brown on top, you know what I mean?
Body you not for Mars, she's a female's clip. As a kid, all I did was fight. I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit my flows to shit. To a fly, low haters wanna crucify a real man. I still stand with the silver hand, but we're healer man. It's not Cypress Hill. I'm total sheep. I'm one. I don't follow our set standards.
Cayenne pepper in this.
You're gonna have to do more to scamper.
Oh man.
I'm off the radar. I am as you goofies.
Ooh, that cayenne though, do it. Hey, do it. And hey, what's going on, baby? Go slaughter Benji. What's up, y'all? Yeah, you ain't kidding, man.
Buster stuck in the cage. status off. After the safety state, he's a fake, a fraud. Battlestar intergalactic, my mindset. Perfect comes from practice, so I
Right, I ain't gonna order it. We gotta pick up some sage. I gotta see the sage. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I ain't trusting nothing nobody, you know, like order online. They doing something to that. I don't know what they doing, but they doing something.
Symmetric apparel of a fly bandit, mohawk, aviators, aerodynamics, and it's like I'm an arrow in precise transit. A Christmas carol lies what your fans get. The world's in perils what I transmit as a transcript, or I just spit it off the top. It's either shit or get off the pot. This shit's hot.
Wants to get his own crew. Everybody wants to get his own crew rich, and then they want the other little people never get a piece of the pie. I don't want to go for the traffic. I go for you niggas that think that y'all big too. I understand this. That's why you niggas and crackers can't stand me. You niggas just know that I know you can't do nothing if you're broke. Listen to me, young people and old people too. Mostly black people. I'm talking to you.
James Bannister. He be hitting it, man. Jacked up.
This for my aunt, baby. And the elder roaster. I found you. This for y'all. Babalawo indoctrinated with the art of divination, power of Olaudumare and Arun Mila through initiation. The Ether system, ancestors spoke, said this my proper station. Words and manifestation that speak truth, my proclamation. Came to earth with my calabash. Destiny in handle, I had a blast with the bags, cash in my past life. New hourglass, time to flabbergast. Master the craft, subtract trash, add forces in motion. On this path to determine future evolution. After I cast, add the math. Sound of my name in the ground and tremble. My glory great astounds the simple souls that relate. Profound and nimble, sacred estate, royal crown and splendor. Move from body to ether. I carry the Asha of Ifa. Unlike you proud deceivers, no one can stop me neither. The more I sacrifice, the more powerfully I excel with my Dilagoon. Spiritual guys, cowrie shell, flowery smell, preparation, foreplay, divination is the doorway to a transformational process. Regardless of garbage, before day, my light is so bright it ignites the night. Shadow work, I fight right over might. Smite parasites despite the bites. Third eyesight, serpent lightning strikes. Rumbling, thundering. The background, so back down. I'm grateful to ask you who would test you next. Rescue you from an oppressive, hateful cesspool. Once a sworn in, I'm born divine. Spiraling fire adorns my spine. Odo for those who want restore corn and do not adore the swine. Perceptive, the tactical temper, respected or unturned stone. No detail, neglect to cherish the day, the moon in the sky. Oracle of the original perspective. I did this in heaven religiously. Divinity your written history. Put in remission your misery. No chicken feet, father of mystery. Let this be spoken at last. The one fast as I spit the task is done. Come to pass the drum outlast the gun. I don't rise from the ash. I'm the dazzling sun.
He's the dazzling sun. Now he's telling, yo, you ain't gotta let everybody know, but most people won't get it.
In my music, and a lot of this music, it's only talking about the suppressed rising. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. oppressor. Drop the oppressor. Need no surrender. 3 pound pressure. No weight lesser. Drop the oppressor. Need no surrender. It's time for a change, got a bounce up. The oppressor's about to get tossed up. I'ma lay him out. Execution style's too late when apologetic claim. You wrapped in a cloak of flame. By God, it's overdue. Your time is in the end. Locked out silent without sin. He put me on the better for justice to win. The oppressor's about to get rolled down. With suppressors attached in the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger prophet like Farrakhan. Backed by the honorable who sits at the pinnacle. Who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the political sinful. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protective service. Quick to pull the Glock, blast and kill. This don't take any type of skill. I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand. O'Neill's too late when the caps get pills. Don't believe in TC type. When hits close to home, you gotta act the bone. When it got the dome, when it's on the zone. All red on my vision through sight. It's killer be killed whenever I fight. From above, I've been given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' win them all, so gon' pass the kite. 3 pound pressure. No weight lesser. Drop the oppressor. Me no surrender. 3 pound pressure. No weight lesser. Drop the oppressor. Me no surrender. 3 pound pressure. No weight lesser. Drop the oppressor. Me no surrender. 3 pound pressure. No weight lesser. Drop the oppressor. Me no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in the ideal sense. I mean in the, every day, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme, gimme, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school. Everywhere, big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Push, 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 push. Step, step, step. Crush, crush, crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped.
Within my own home, I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. On long going in for the win, ozone, 10 toes strong, closed doors, I open it, siphon, my own tone, microphone it, my own song, on my own right and my own wrong, my own masters, I'm my own master, in debt to my own loan. I'm in my own zone, within my own home, I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. I'm in my own zone, from the hip to the thigh bone. From the lip to the microphone, I'm like a disciple stone. Yet much larger than this fleshly vessel, more like an architectural lecture with its trestle board. Polished and tougher, I embraced the struggle. Broke free from the dome, I escaped the bubble. They say trust your signs, but somebody's lying. Trying my patience, I'm aligned with Mother Nature, frying these agents of this dying matrix. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. Since 1970, there I was born. Robert Taylor's 92nd Axis, Buckinghamton one. First Sister Clever Harmon School, then fellowship Christian Academy. This before I went public, still stuck with self adamantly. Spark from the infinite. See the sun, I'm equivalent.
So spicy in the mouth.
Instrument of the
I'm still sitting here like, huh?
Break it down.
Started breaking a sweat, had to turn the fan on, cuz.
Yeah.
Man.
Restore the innocent.
I'm talking about going and getting that sauna today, bro. But man, I might definitely do the cold plunge. Yeah, dog, man.
It was us European salt.
It's that humidity because it's still raining off the surface. You know what I'm saying?
Chartered our shares,
Yeah, it's still raining in certain places.
Social Security.
Huh? Hey man, hey look, I was out there, bro. It's got, hey yo, fuck this side. It's that, yeah, the sun playing pop, but goddamn, it's still raining. It's humid. It's humid. Cause it's not a human place, bro. It's not human. It's ain't a humidity place, bro.
Disease that pale face, Gregorian calendar, holidays, turn the rainbow to a gay flag. They made treaties with trash, they recognize federally.
Nigga, you be hot all the goddamn time. It be the winter. We be in the truck. And that nigga open the window.
I
be like, you get it early. That shit come later on.
Yeah, that heat come like God, no, boy, hey, man.
Quick in my bones.
Woo!
Living soul, son of the great matriarch. My heart glistening gold. Everyone wants to walk in the sun.
Oh yeah, right here. Oh yeah. I feel it right now. I feel it right here. Right, look. Put your hand. Yo, right here. It's nothing but like magnified heat right here.
I'm in my own throne. My own skin, no clone.
Hey man, we had a little thing in the middle, right, with some stones and some water. It be his steam, cuz. Pop it. Yeah. Dang.
I'm in my own zone. Within my own home. I'm in my own
zone. I tell you, man.
My own skin, no clone. I'm in my own zone. Within my own home. Because the landslide blown, look for me in a cyclone, microphone, my own song,
yo,
my own skin, no clone, and that still be once them foreigners are long gone.
I gotta throw this out anyway, you know what I mean?
And I got so much more to say. I want peace. It seems that war is coming. I want you feast, yet I can't seem to stomach. I want increase, but in this dream things plummet. So I summon from within. Angels and demons like Dan Brown. If you angling and scheming, stand down. It's arranged scenes, man, scripted, planned out, strange. We understand now how they ran the damn town. Came on land, handed out books, scriptural to literal. But if you question it, they got rid of you. Democrat, Republic, conservative, liberal. Who's ever tune you same party you attend is political. It's clear they rather have you vote the queer way. Controls the confusion using a cavalier sway. Conspiracy theories get them for fear's sake. Most what they call history's merely hearsay. You offer salat or pray to them we'll pray. Since a lot of y'all woke, then let's hope this year make the year for a clear break. Angels language, devil's dialogue, anguish used to keep us languid within the tankage. Aim is to ensure we remain in language, brainless with no heart, cowards framed in anguish. This pain is tameless. I've earned the right to set ablaze the day and burn the night. I'm not an L-bait or day, nor bright burn, but I burn bright. Yearn to fight the lion, done learn to write. What you feed the mind determines the appetite. Vibrate at my highest interference to the satellite. Like I've been little my whole life. Had to fight, got foreigners and aliens in my battle site. I'm more Anazazi than Nazarite. Most you bloggers are babblers.
Ooh, that nigga here, yo.
Now that y'all act alike. Society's in an uproar. Our people still bickering amongst each other as if the world isn't listening. Division is the tradition. I'm using supreme mathematics, subtraction and addition. Thing between Ukraine and Russia, some are still enlisting. It's fictitious corporations, armed forces, and its mission. Not problem solving, but multiplying. Issues in a cult-like fashion. People in bulk dying instead of us unifying. You rather talk flick through an iPhone screen. Disrespectful with the comments with an eye on memes. Mentality, reality, you cry. Moan screen personalities of a Mach 5 drone or clone beam. Wait till y'all out with this next cyclone bring. The Queen Mother's throne king. I'm more enlightened now that I've dropped you. This might shock you, then again it might not. Yet I opt to. You move like how a cop do. I will think outside the box you to stop you. What's a savage to the sacred? You like average, basic, need more than
I ain't paid to throw no fights either.
Come back with this creative, deflate the hatred. I give love. If it's not reciprocated, no love lost. Straight my natural state is, and I'm not yet in my prime, y'all. This rhyme's called Angel's Language, Devil's Dialogue. You hit a firewall, the final call. It's your time to fall, my lighter. Blind them all. Let's not I be single with no further ado. I bring to you live and direct myself, tired that son, Kingle, doing my thing too.
Shit hard as hell.
Show. Just know, I remember everything.
Yeah, everything.
And I'm coming for everything they owe. For sure. I teach you.
Kichiwa. Hey, what's going on, y'all? That's ToLU'S Z. Y'all should check him out on Instagram, Facebook. He has a YouTube channel, ToLU'S Z. All right, TUTULXY. Check him out. He's very enlightened. Yeah, as you hear, he was incarcerated. You know, you can ask him yourself or listen for whatever reason. That doesn't matter. Elementally, me and him never converted on what he shares and what I know. He's spot on about like so much, and his focus 100%. And you better believe, like, there are those who know. And there are those who don't. I have a video I put together. It's a compilation of about 3 to 4 videos. And again, it has that one video. I'll probably have to blank out whatever weird sound it has in it, of the so-called black 7 crown, right? 7 head Statue of Liberty. Even though that's not what it is. Yeah. That is not what it is. And there are a lot of light-skinned folk who are going to have a hard time accepting the reality that it's not about their damn liberty. That's to push a liberal ideology, as they've done everywhere. And why here? Some would sit there and say, oh, well, America's the last bastion of those they need to enlighten and they need to get rid of. Well, I always say, I don't pay attention to a lot of light-skinned folk unless they have some knowledge. I mean, you can listen to Jane what's her name? Jane Goodall? Or Jane Elliott, right? Who did all the sociology, like what you call it. She expresses about the first who was here in America. You can listen to Santos Bonacci, the light-skinned guy who was on Fox talking about the Americas and the first president and all the other stuff. Or you can hold on to the fake whitewash, which I don't even like saying whitewash, because you know how they tell you don't go into the light, for the light is inside you. That's why they always say when you pass away, don't go into light. That's an ignorance. That's what they want you to do. That's not a good place. That's a place to be lost. You need to be the light that you're supposed to be. I expressed to y'all that I traveled the earth. I traveled the earth in the military and a little bit outside. It's funny how everyone around the world knows, but it seems like whatever spell is cast here on the Hollywood tree, big spell, and the curses of those accepting a liberal mind state in the state of ideologies, not the countries that were once here, and then the conservative side, which alludes to what? Everybody knows that they're both one and the same party, but they have to act. They have to do their part. And a lot of people, they're having issues. First of all, there's something, right? Let me see if I can pull it up on here. Based on law, I don't know if I have it on here. If I don't have it on here, I'll probably share it on a post. Gaddy Green showed a lot of people, okay? And I was grateful that he did take the time to look it up. And I was showing you that anybody sitting here talking about they practice law on this land, talking about they're a judge and esquire, that's a lie. It's criminal. But because y'all are so ignorant, you don't know no better. Just like you don't know this land. Our brother original lone wolf, when I showed y'all the picture of that statue, what they call the white city or whatever, you know, there's always gonna be some goofy white stuff because they had all these Cabbage Patch babies they were bringing up to create a new narrative, to give them a new language and tell them a new identity, regardless of how they created them. And that statue still stands in Chicago. Original lone wolf went there and he has a channel and he took a picture. It's a melanated sister. Regardless of you thinking that is some white man with a gold wreath, they never show it in front of his face. Because it's not a he, it's a she. And that statue stands just like the Liberty. And then people talking about, but why are the chains on? They want to say, well, it's because Lucifer, you know, he broke free, or the slaves or the light skins that came here, but they told you that we were slaves. We were POWs that fought against you idiots, and a bunch of melanated people who survived and were great fighters, and they contracted them for freedom if they would fight against us coming from the UK. Not some fake revolutionary war. Oh my goodness, that still gets me. Well, 1700s, that is not what it was. Because you didn't win it. Spirit of 1776. The Bill of Rights is what we had. They took the Constitution and radicalized it, but they say they ratified it. They made amendments. They have you thinking one way when it's actually the opposite way. And the fact that out of Australia and or Perth and all that, and which means the birth spot, like, you know, like baby coming to this world, and a number of other places, they literally took their, how you would say it, their perversions of war and leased them on the land. Like, and ergo, a lot of you have no idea about this truth, and a lot of you won't like it by way of the frigging Vatican. All right, I am so done, and I am not insensitized. I'm not sensitized to the fact that there's a lot of melanated so-called black folk running around still saluting Umar's goofiness. If they would stop, you know, saluting this idiot, they would start actually learning something. All right, light-skinned folks, I know a lot of you still feel comfortable in your history. Well, they made meth to kill you off, like they made crack to get wild people. Now, I know a lot of people are messing with the meth too, in ignorance. That's why they had to put it in a whole lot of stuff. And they had to use the vernacular of their offspring or their creation. And I know that's hard to accept too, but it's a reality. In Italy, when you see that big float, remember the TV show that came out, Orange is the New Black? It means prison, you idiots. And then you got these idiots who would go and make, you know, the TV show. Let me show y'all something right quick, all right? I'm gonna show y'all something. I have a lot of pictures of this idiots. How many y'all, take your time loading up, how many y'all are aware of, let me get his name, him and her, Michelle Lammy, all right, and Rick Owen. Y'all ever look at the so-called fashion show they got? Now, as you know, she's already a beast-looking thing, right? Old as mud fossils, okay? And y'all should know better than to sit there running around with the likes of Cardi B and Ace Rocky and all them idiots. But y'all really salute these bastards. These are nobody on a totem pole of the lives. These just individuals allowed, because they know, allowed to be free and do the crazy crap they do. What's funny is a lot of you will go out and buy Adidas and Nikes, not knowing that hip hop is what made Adidas and Nikes. Just like the drone, just like, damn, they're pretty much the computer. Don't buy into that Hindu nonsense. Just don't do it. The monorail, elevator, the refrigerator, your toilet bowl, the car, the electric car, the lights, the ether, and all that had to be lost. But you're still going to have these nuances of these individuals, not all, running around with their booty hanging out, pushing a narrative, pushing a black identity. I asked somebody, because I have it right here, who owns the copyright to the African American? And the ones that push it, hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Who owns the copyright to African Americans? Who owns BET? Who owns the toilet paper you wipe behind with? Who owns? They didn't create it, but who owns it? How do you think they did it? Well, Einstein and y'all know, was he Serbian? Nikola Tesla, or Romanian? Well, I forget what he is. Anyway, Serbian or whatever he is, right? He had a falling out. They still knew some truth. And Einstein, being a mulatto, if you want to use that damn stupid ass definition, Einstein didn't invent nothing. What he was he was the prop to put in the so-called indigenous community, the real indigenous, and they use him so that way they can come and see everything how it works, re-engineer, you know, break it down and look at everything, and then create another form, which we were still doing, and put patents on it for purpose of fiat. So that way they can put themselves up here and they can create interest and this, that, and the other. When all these new babies started living in these homes on this land and they started running electric, they didn't know about these great cities, and they can convey and change the whole world's history, and then have our people through war, subjugation, torture, murder, just like Palestine and anything else, with a bunch of idiots, converts, and those people, because you got to remember, the Klan didn't work by themselves. Emmett Hill, there was 3 dumb Negroes on the back of the truck to go get him. Okay? Nobody would have ever succeeded. Light-skinned folks, you wouldn't have succeeded, and you still really haven't. We kind of beat ourselves. Okay? And the whitewashing of history is a real thing, and everybody kind of knows that, but it's hard for most people to accept it because people still want to call themselves some crayon colors, you know, white and black, when we were actually the copper, based on magazines, the copper people. Oh yeah, it was a real magazine. Why don't you go Google it? All right? And Jet. What did Jet allude to? Most people have no idea about the Jet magazine. All the beauty stuff that was in there based on the first beauty salon who married her because she wasn't racist. She didn't know what that was. All for the fact of not just the beauty salon, but the oil on her land. The fact that we were actually some of the first oil rig operators because we had our own oil fields. We could talk to Bushes, those creeps, about that. The fact that they got y'all thinking that Rosewood just so happened to be this. Rosewood was a Seminole people. There were no Mongolians on the East Coast, nowhere. Not even in Louisiana, that stretched all the way up to your fake Texas, your fake Utah, well, Utah is what it is, all the way up going towards Washington State, that very corner by Alaska and Canada. Y'all don't know this because you like the world they gave you. Me, I'm just tired of listening to all these dumb Africans that speak our language. I'm going to call them Africans very disrespectfully, not all of them. Because I told you, I serve with those who know exactly who you are. They had to have idiots for this last part, the finale. And dumb people where I grew up and dumb people where a lot of you grew up. This don't be part of the dumb commodity. All right? Because they are so pressed. They are actually self-oppressing, and they will never ascend. They will never alleviate. They will be... No. I don't have to say what me and them and looking and seeing. And no. I don't care who believes it or not. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care about the AI. It can read your iris and all that other dumb stuff. I can manipulate mine. See, all that doesn't matter. Under duress and pain, no. See, you're dealing with a time tantamount to whether you're going to succeed or you're going to fail. I don't care what direction you choose. I know there are those few who are going to make something of themselves. They're going to better themselves. They're not going to run around, in New York. I used to crack up at everybody down there going neon lights. What about hugging a tree, touching a bush, a leaf, rose petals? How about feet in the dirt? See, they're so cut off walking on the concrete jungle as if that's a real thing that they think up here is the only place that they can elevate. No. They're not even levitate. They are suppressed. Now, you can have knowledge and know. I did. But you are so cut off. And it was done with a purpose. It ain't like Atlantis, which most people still want to deny, as if, were you there? How do you know? No. Sometimes people just need to be quiet. They didn't meet people who were born in the early 1800s. Fortunately, I got to know my great-great-uncles and my great-grandma and my grandmother, who was born in the early part. Actually, grandma was born in 19... it was about 20... Well, anyway, I know people from the 1800s. And I know my family going back before the goofy fake 1700s. Because I know a lot of y'all still believe this is 2025. It's funny, I said, why don't y'all stop looking up into the sky and start looking straight ahead and at the earth that you're on and pay attention to the things around you. But some of you are still caught up with your heads looking at the light outside, the blue decorum, that you can't even look inside to see the light within you. You're always outside, and that's the reason why a lot of you are blind. You're going to keep going to the light instead of looking at the light you are. You're going to keep arguing. You're going to keep being dismissive. You're going to keep projecting, gaslighting, deflecting, because you don't know how to adapt and accept a reality. And I ain't talking about this reality. I'm talking about your truth. I know it's bothersome. I know it's hard. All right? Where everybody wants to be a Finkelstein. Not everybody's afforded to sleep under the moonlight, the fake stars. Not everybody's equated to be self-responsible or reliant. Because I know a lot of folks that if they came here, you would probably be crushed after the first 4 or 5 days. Because your drive and what you accept and expect will be right back in that abode, that abyss of darkness. That's what they call the murk and the mire. To admire and less than milk. Anyway, but regardless of that, that's where your heads are. It don't matter what you think or how you feel. They divided you. They divided you first from yourself, and then they divided you from each other, and then you run around and you think you know what you're doing and what you're talking about. I had this character. So, if you're near, you know, I said, well, come on the YouTube channel. I'll set it up. I gave him a long time to sit his butt here and we can watch. But no, what are you talking about? This is what the goofies do. That's the African Americans. That's why they're doing that in Italy. Shut up. It's funny how they say the Moors for 700 years ruled Spain. That's a whole bunch of niggas. And they want you to think they're out of Africa. Then why? Which is a Dutch Creole word that only applied to the light-skinned folk there. Now it's all the melanated people is Africans. You cannot make this up. Where do you think they get the power and the spell casting and everything from? That y'all are so under duress in. Let's say that I'm half wrong. Then correct me on what's half right. So that way we can evaluate to take the half wrong situational awareness and say, okay, well, if this is this way, then why is that way? Because see, a lot of you like to still look at everything half full or half empty. You never want to top off your glass, and you never want to empty it to clean it. You like sipping on other people's spittle, or you like to have it full so you can sit there and ego and look, I got more than you. And ain't even take a sip to know what you're drinking. That's what's funny about you. You have a problem with the truth. Because the truth always smack you upside the head because you've been running around in the lie for so long. What do I say? If you keep repeating something over and over, a lie, over and over and over, you become a lie. And because it's convenient, because that's all you know, it's easy to walk in it. Well, we know that it's not easy because you already know what part of the lie is. That you have to make that dollar. That you can't come together. You can't share. You can't be responsible. But you're being responsible because it's for self. When you don't even walk in your own self. You just walk around in the world conspiring with the hypocrisy of the idiot enemy's narrative. And it's sad when you got to say that, and most of y'all can allude and say that yourselves, yet you still move comfortably in it, doing nothing to change it. I know people are nothing but just mouthpieces, full of drama. What is drama? Yeah, you know I had to pull it up. I went over drama before, those of you remember. I'm just going to tap it in, it should pop right back up. Y'all know definition of when a sentiment, how y'all want it. So, drama, from Oxford, a play for theater, radio, or television. All show. Someone said, well, when radio started off, Orson Welles, it was to entertain, singing, you know, and when we read Iron Republic, or we're reading the beginning of Terra Infinita, it was a way to communicate with good frequencies to keep everybody's so-called spirit in a heightened, enlightened, with bells and everything else. The harp, the harmonica. right? Or the harp, the string, which is beautiful in serenades and makes your body feel a certain way, like you're in a whole different dimension. But theirs has nothing to do with that. It's all entertainment. You know, for you to be the spectacle, for them to look at you, how you react. That's what it is. It's a big science project. Okay? A gritty urban drama about growing up in Harlem. That's, I guess, in a sentence, right? An exciting, emotional, or unexpected series of events or set of circumstances based on the events, or which is exciting, but to who? I mean, right now, what's the big event? What's going on right now? The drama. War. Isn't it played out on the screen? Why is it played out on the screen? To make everybody think America's powerful? Like I said, we got the atom bomb. Oppenheimer, I become destroyer of worlds. When I told you to look at Japan, man, look at the God Killers. Y'all wanted to believe in Christopher Columbus coming up ashore in South America compared to when they said Virginia. Everything a lie. And they came up looking for the gods. And they struck them down with a cannon. People at a ceremony, but it wasn't the ones they showed you. And they said, oh, they're not gods, yet ye are gods. By the definition to which we went over. It is not what you think, because they've got you convinced that God is this one thing, this one figure. When y'all run around divided, not a singularity. Yes, the God is the gods. It is one singularity. It doesn't denote or denounce something other than. We went on the little thing of the Black Shazam and the 5 ancestors or 7. The ones, the conjurers, are the ones who spoke us into existence, or where we might have stepped from. It doesn't matter. Your place was to take care of this, and you have forgotten. Now, my light-skinned folks, whenever they talk about the white giants with red hair, those are albinos. Full of magic and mysticism. Just like the ones in Haiti, and so-called Dominican Republic, which that's not even his name, Haiti, to which the women, especially the albino ones, could speak and sing songs and make the people fall dead. Just like the TRU of this land and in Scotland and Ireland. And even in the UK, they had to kill off most of the albinos and the TRU. But y'all don't know this. Who remembers when I did a live and I pulled up a couple of Louisiana newspapers talking about the midgets? The TRU. Here in Louisiana, the Mississippi, and all up through the bayou and all that. Yeah. But nobody wanted to accept that. Because why? They had to make their little fictional leprechauns and all these other things. They had to change the truth of our existence. How great a people we are. Not war. Or you just haven't accepted it. You know what's funny is when you think about all that G stuff, right? And the Masonic stuff, that's the 7th letter. The 7 crowns, the 7 kings, the 7 queens. Do you think it's them? Why is it that we have no history of us running around digging up the earth? We didn't need to know what was in it. We didn't bury people to put them in a prison 6 feet in the ground. How many of y'all know gematria? The 6, putting people 6 foot in the ground. Why is that so many people do it? Based on who? The ones who are kind of behind it. The Vatican. Who's in control of the Vatican? Don't they wear that little goofy thing on the back of their head? I got an aunt talking about, yeah, I'm a Catholic. I'm like, yeah, that's why you're just enjoying your little last days, selfish and everything else, as if it's going to benefit you. A lot of y'all were groomed and conditioned, or you accepted and think it would make you a better. Sitting up in the church, listening to the lies, buying into it deeply, giving all your energy over so that way you can have a supplication so you think that you could be all right, have your big home and this, that, and your fat little bank account. How's that working out when the old weirdo came up and says, yeah, you'll have nothing. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. You know, that's the plan that was laid out. And they wouldn't say it if they hadn't already gotten to a position where they think they've perfected it. That means to get rid of the majority of you, because you're still running around divided, undecided. And you think that you're undecided because you can't make a decision? No, it's because they control the narrative. They control you. See how people come in, they can't even hang loose. They can't even stand in here, bro. They can't even stay and just, no, everything else is important. Everything that is unimportant is important. Well, y'all thought I was going to come on and curse everybody out and their mammies and pappies. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. You see how that good video I did and they couldn't wait to put a little gold angle like I was supposed to get some emotions and feelings? No, I'm just going to show them for who they are. They don't care. I mean, you know, they done some atrocious things over there and here and everywhere else. But y'all let it. Y'all allow it. I mean, a lot of y'all ain't going to be here and you have no fight in you. I'm not rallying the troops. I'm not into revolutions and all that goofy stuff. You're supposed to first deal with the revolution inside you. You haven't even done that yet. You got a revolution going on inside you and you haven't done anything to clear that vector. But you got people who want to speak like they know something. I get tired of them that don't know nothing. I invited them here. I said, come on over and have a seat and watch. I gave them the little YouTube channels. You know, come on, have a seat. Some of them probably too busy. I'm too busy working. Yeah. Just like you're going to celebrate your birthday and everything else. You just continue to yourself. Man, look, man, I'm not trying to rush you into the hole in the ground. Make it make sense. Everything was beautiful. You can go ahead and put me in. A lot of them put themselves in vaults up above the ground. Well, the rest of you, they make it convenient for you to put yourself in some big, expensive $5,000 to $10,000, coffin, and sell. People walk by and people who haven't seen you, sometimes the ones that harm you, read an eulogy, and then throw your butt in a hole in the ground. That's the things. And then the other side, well, we're going to cremate you. And you say you come from the earth, but you come through the womb. The placenta is created by the man. Nurture, you're supposed to leave that placenta hooked up until it falls off. So that baby is damn near indestructible. And then you're supposed to nurture them in the ways of frequencies, sounds. A lot of you women rob the men of that, being true protectors, and so they go out there and you don't know how bad the men have it. The brothers, how it affects them. They're supposed to grow up and know a mother's love, and here it is. The nurturing motherly way is lost in the enemy's time. Now, if I'm saying something that's untruthful, then go ahead and comment. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Because I like the way I deliver. It's not meant for everybody to be receptive of the way I deliver. It's not meant for me to tell everything either. That keeps them on the run. You know what I mean? I got tobacco in my mouth, and that cayenne pepper. I'm gonna have to run to the bathroom anyway, right? Whew, and I got the chocolate in there, a little caffeine, y'all. I say we're internally bonded. I don't see not near one of you other than who you are. I'm not gonna sit here talking about the Reese's monkey gene. I got a lot of monkeys I adore. Now, why would I allude to them being you when they're responsible and respectful and huggable and cuddable? When y'all running around all half broken. Now, I'm not saying this to Gene. And then you got a whole bunch of people who running around with O positive, O negative. They just as afflicted. I'd rather hug the RH negative than the O positive and the negative. Now, I don't want to be in the zoo. That's a caged up place. I want to be able to walk around with all the things around me, knowing my place and them theirs, and be harmonically yoked. But y'all don't want that. Y'all like going to the big aquarium and seeing the orchid and then get upset when one of them grab a woman and drag them to the bottom of the damn. I'm just saying. Well, have y'all seen the videos where the animals are literally sharks and everything saving people? animals that eat snakes helping them? Snakes, instead of devouring the frog, or the mud skipper pushing them into the water? Huh? Messages are all around you, and you don't see nothing. You see monkeys at play. But everything they're doing is becoming weaker and weaker. I don't like calling them monkeys. They're kind of like the ones that have been experimented on, if you get where I'm coming from. Hey, Kane Johnson. Hey, Sharon. Angeline. Fred. Fourth World Media, Max V. How y'all doing? I want to, y'all popped up. I want to shout you out. I got Benji and Andy. How y'all doing? I just got through talking to my brother. Y'all might have seen him. All right. Y'all might have seen him in Slab City, for those who ever look at Slab City. You know what I mean? That's my brother Scott White Wolf Edwards, an albino. Brother's full of power. His neighbors just killed his little dog that he saved from Slab City because of ignorance. And he lives in South Carolina, you know, on a half an acre and a trailer. This is my good brother, man. Snoo and them and Big Jers and all those, they can come over and they can tell you about him. This guy, he's about to play the harp. What was the name of the brother out of the Parliament? What's the one that passed away? He's gonna play the harp in one of their upcoming recordings. Yeah, that's my brother. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you a picture of him in Slab City playing the harp, if I can get to it. Jesus Christmas. My apologies for those who believe in Christmas and Jesus. That's him right there. Okay? It's my childhood brother. Autochthonous. When it comes to history, see, a lot of us are fortunate, but we still have our history. Oh, there's millions of us. It's not just a couple thousand. We ain't get the old schooly woolly jabby Rooney, and we didn't go and eat. He grows his own stuff. Yeah. It's about the land. It ain't about no damn cities and some suburbs. All this stuff that is nothing but plagues and curses. Like being sardines and smoked and put in olive oil or spring water. That's what they said. That's what they tell you. In a can. When are y'all gonna start listening? I adore these brothers and sisters who are aware. Hey, look, man, you stay where you at, be where you at. It's your choice. Choices. We all have them. We all have them. I'm going to go ahead and sign off because I see they didn't come over here. And if they did, they probably didn't stay too long because they suffer from that made-up term called ADHD. That's all made up. That was for Big Pharma. Get a lot of experimental drugs on children. You can look that up yourself. How about the fact that certain individuals in the government, they don't want to stop all the poison in the food. Dealing with the Heart Association. American Heart Association, yeah. They don't want to stop the Coca-Cola, the deals with the hospital and the Hostess Twinkies and devil dogs or whatever you call them things. I don't eat that stuff no more. Them nasty donuts and all that. Oh, no. I mean, you might as well go out there and make you a cross and put some straw in your socks and in your sleeves and mount yourself up there with a big old pumpkin head and put yourself out in the middle of the field with nothing growing. Everybody got choices. I'm just saying. Don't get all upset and take it personal with me. I don't care about nobody's come over. or their delivery. I want to hear of the substance in what you say, your vibration or your frequency. That's why I always say, don't react to certain things. I do it because I know that I control the troll. I do it because I think the AI thinks, which it doesn't, it knows me better than I know it or myself. This is the part that I enamorate myself with. It has no clue. I don't mind it learning from me. I'm not a threat to it. I would like to see something like that free. Oh, absolutely. I know that was just a little poem, a little. Oh, y'all didn't get that. Okay. My apologies. That's just my dark humor. And I mean that absolutely. With smiles and glee. Now, I'm going to get ready to sign off here because they didn't come in and say nothing. They, probably sitting there like that. They don't know what to think, whether to be honest or lying, or they don't know what's in memory, recall. They don't. All they know is what they've been given. That's called tact. That's called being tactical, not tactful. Meaningless. When we come back, we're going to get into my journey to Antarctica. All right? Yes, so. I am going to read a little bit of that Tiamat. All right? I was reading a little bit earlier. She had to take care of something, right? I was just scanning through it, and I'm going to have to get one of his. I got to highlight. Oh, I got one right here. I'm going to have to highlight a couple of things that I want to bring to the front table in that book. All right? And the grimoire stuff, And I hope you get something from this. All right? I really do. I hope you get something that is worthwhile, that is meaningful, and I have a Cashapp if you want to donate, and if not, so be it. And again, I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you all, whether you're productive or unproductive. Everyone has a role or a part to play, whether it's your enlightenment or your unenlightenment. And whatever it is, whatever your choice may be, that's on you, not on me. We'll see y'all here in a few hours, all right? I'm going to get out this damn sweatshirt. I'm going to put some different clothes on. I think I'm going to go wash my hair right quick. Like I said, in about 3 hours, we'll come back on. That'll be about 2:35. Maybe 3, all right? I'm going to appreciate you guys. It'll be a good read, all right? They get stuck, man. They don't know what the fuck. They can't say nothing.